Will Smith has been under fire for over 2 weeks now after he slapped Chris Rock in the face at the Oscars, all over a joke about his bald-headed wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, who obviously, over these past 2 weeks, we've also learned a lot about. We've learned about how she treated Will Smith. We learned about all of her extramarital issues that she very much made public, all to get a little bit of attention. And in that process, not a lot of people have been on Will Smith's side. Even with all of the Jada Pinkett Smith stuff factored in, you can't ignore that Will Smith is ultimately responsible for his own actions. But now he does have some people in his corner coming to his defense. One of them, his longtime friend, DJ Jazzy Jeff, defends Will Smith, says he should have smacked someone sooner. So DJ Jazzy Jeff is not only saying, hey, you know what, I got my bros back, but also he should have hit somebody a long time ago. DJ Jazzy Jeff is spinning a defense, I like that, for old pal Will Smith following his controversial Oscar slap. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air actor smacked Chris Rock during the 94th Academy Awards last month. Jazzy Jeff, 57, does that not make everyone feel old, held a closed session Legends conversation at Dorian's Through the Record Shop in Chicago last week, where he opened up about his old friend and old collaborator on stage. Don't get it twisted that it was something he was proud of. It was a lapse in judgment, you know? Then he went on. I think the thing that I've realized is I don't know too many people that has had the least amount of lapse of judgment than him. I can name 50 times that Smith should have smacked the shit out of somebody, and he didn't, Jeff continued. So for him to have a lapse in judgment, he's human. And I think a ton of criticism comes from the people who don't think people like that are human. And I'll step back and consider what he's saying, that there's been 50 times in his life where he thinks Will Smith should have, taken a swing at somebody, had a right to take a swing at somebody like normal people would have maybe in that situation, but he held off, but he didn't do it. And for 53 years, Will Smith has, shown himself to the world as the model person. And that is one of the reasons that this comes off as so shocking. And that is one of the reasons this comes off as so shocking. If it was someone who didn't have that kind of reputation around them, yeah, we wouldn't be as shocked if they went up and slapped someone in the middle of the Oscars. But it was Will Smith. So that did indeed probably make the overreaction more severe. With that being said, you still have to condemn Will Smith for what he did. But I can respect what DJ Jazzy Jeff is saying about his friend and saying that, he should have smacked the shit out of somebody before now. Somebody else who is coming to the defense once again is Michael Bay. Now, Michael Bay has a new movie out called Ambulance, so he's been talked to a lot about this. Was the director of Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2, not Bad Boys for Life, but obviously with the discussion surrounding Bad Boys 4 being put on pause, people are talking to Michael Bay. Michael Bay would absolutely work with Will Smith after slap. He's a very even-keeled guy. Interesting thing to say after he slapped someone on stage. Michael Bay told Entertainment Weekly he would absolutely work with Will Smith after the actor slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars. Bay directed Smith in 2 of his signature movies, Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2. Smith returned to the franchise in 2022, like I said. Absolutely 100%, Bay said when asked about working with Smith again. He's a very even-keeled guy, very even-keeled. Bay has talked about this before when, a couple days ago, maybe a week ago at this point, he got asked about it. He said, I don't really care. Hollywood gets self-absorbed. There's babies being blown up in Ukraine. We should be talking about that. I don't really care. Well, now he is saying more to Entertainment Weekly. At first, immediately, I'm like, did this just happen? Then I saw the yell from Will. That's a real Will yell. He's an amazing fighter. He studied boxing. It's wrong to do no matter what. Let's just get that out there. But when people said, oh, he could have killed someone, no, a slap is different. A punch, yeah, you can kill someone. Will gave him a slap. So you do have Michael Bay saying, what he did was wrong, but at the same time, he wasn't really trying to hurt anybody, saying he'd work with them again. So for the first time, we're starting to hear a little bit more support for Will Smith coming out of Hollywood. And when we looked at the projects getting canceled, Will Smith said he was fearful of being canceled for good. I never really thought it was realistic that that would happen. And you are starting to see a couple of people like Michael Bay, who, even though Ambulance is likely going to flop, is still a guy who's been around Hollywood for for a very long time, saying, yeah, of course I'll employ Will Smith. It'll be interesting to see if the narrative continues to change with that. But what do you guys think? What do you think about DJ Jazzy Jeff saying he should have smacked somebody sooner? Let me know in the comments below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.